falling heavy on the avenue. Every light reminds me of you. Broken mirrors in the subway glow. I keep walking with nowhere to go. Cold air tangled in my silver hair. Nobody notices I'm even there. Heartbeat fading with the passing trains. City love only leaves stains. Beyond dripping from the skyline blue. Every crowded room still feels half empty without you. Midnight shadows dancing on the glass. I keep praying this feeling won't last. I get lost in the city noise. Static hearts and the phantom voices. Streetlights blur beneath my eyes. Every promise slowly dies. Slowly dies. Late night heaven, downtown hell. Got my secrets I can never tell. Smoking perfume in the pouring rain. Trying to outrun all this pain. Phone screen lighting up my face. Ghost reflections I can't erase. Everybody moving way too fast. Like nobody here was built to last. I hear sirens singing lullabies. Chrome reflections under blackened skies. Taxi windows shimmer like dreams. Nothing here is what it seems. I get lost in the city noise. Static hearts and phantom voices. Streetlights blur beneath my eyes. Every promise slowly dies. Promise slowly dies. Late night heaven, downtown hell. Got my secrets I can never tell. Smoking perfume in the pouring rain. Trying to outrun all this pain. If tomorrow never comes for me, leave my soul inside these streets, where the neon burns like memories and lonely hearts still bleed. Rain falling heavy on the avenue. Every light reminds me of you. So I drift beneath the skyline slow. A neon ghost with nowhere to go. I count the raindrops trailing down the window glass. Each one a little question that I guess the city asks. Neon stitches daylight to the corners of my skin. I wander through the alleys where the heartache used to sink. You lived in vinyl whispers in the static of a song. Now every corner signals like your name when I walk on. My coat is full of scraps of us. I keep in trembling hands. I trade them for a cigarette and some forgetful plans. I move through amber crosswalks, the hunger of the lights. Taxi silhouettes like thoughts that vanish in the night. My breath becomes the skyline, small and visible and cold. I learn to hide the hollows that your absence left untold. voices were like postcards, I would send them back unread. The letters fold to nothing where our promises were said. I listen for the cadence of the footsteps that I miss, but pavement keeps its secrets in a slow metallic kiss. There's a bench beneath the lamplight where the air smells like regret. I fold my hands and practice not to replay silhouettes. A saxophone remembers something tender and alone, and plays the memory of your voice until the street lights moan. I am a map that's folded wrong, a route that circles past. I keep the city spinning like a record from the past. Every shop window mirrors fragments of a softer face, but glass won't help me find the place where you and I could stay. Night hums like a chorus, traffic sings in minor key. I let the chorus teach me how to breathe without the need to hold the shape of you beside me. Warm and reckless, wild, I'm learning how to carry on. A careful, lonely child. Dawn will come with quieter hands and pick the city clean. It might stitch back the seams where dreams were once between. Until then I will keep walking where the neon writes my name, lost in the city's heartbeat, learning how to stake my claim. I ride the same line every night to no specific station, just to feel the tunnel swallow up whatever I've become. The passengers I'll carry where they're going in their shoulders. I haven't had a destination since sometime last autumn. There's a woman by the doors with grocery bags and tired eyes. She looks like someone's home, like someone's reason to come back. I study all these people like I'm studying a language. I know all the words by now but can't find how to say it back. Ghost frequency, nobody's picking up. I'm transmitting from a city full of walls. Ghost frequency, the signal's not enough to reach whoever used to catch me when I'd fall. I want the intersections where I used to feel like something. Ghost frequency, I'm here, I'm just not anywhere at all. The all-night laundromat on 9th has got his TV running, an infomercial playing to a room of empty chairs. I stood outside the window for 11 minutes counting, then kept walking because walking is the only thing that's there. I know the city better than I know my own intentions. Know which lights stay red too long, which corners smell like rain. There's a comfort in the grit of it, the indifferent repetition, a place that doesn't ask you to explain yourself or change. Ghost frequency, nobody's picking up. I'm transmitting from a city full of walls. Ghost frequency, the signal's not enough to reach whoever used to catch me when I'd fall. I want the intersections where I used to feel like something. Ghost frequency, I'm here, I'm just not anywhere at all. I think I made a city now, asphalt and amber light. In the hour before the buses run, I think the lost part isn't bad. I think I just forgot that you can drift and still be someone. Ghost frequency, I'm still transmitting. I just changed what I was waiting to receive. flicker in my eyes. Every shadow feels alive. Empty streets, but I still run. Like I'm chasing something gone. Reflections in the glass. I don't recognize my past. Every step just feels the same. Different road, another name. I don't know where I belong. Every night feels twice as long. Voices fade into the sound. I'm still here but not around. Lost in the city, I drift alone. No direction, no way home. Heartbeat echo in the dark. I'm just following the spark. Lost in the city, I disappear. Fading slowly year by year. If I scream, will they respond? Or just silence moving on? Within every memory feels blurred, like a line I never heard. Passing faces, passing time. I keep walking out of line. Every light just pulls me in, then it leaves me here again. If I stop, I might break down, so I keep on moving now. In this maze, I call my mind. I'm just trying not to drown. Lost in the city, I drift alone. No direction, no way home. Heartbeat echo in the dark. I'm just following the spark. Lost in the city, I disappear. Fading slowly year by year. If I scream, will they respond? Or just silence moving on? I know the grid of this place down to the block numbers. Know which parking structure stays unlocked until the morning. I've been treating this whole city like a map I'm memorizing, without ever asking what I'm mapping it for. There's a language that the locals speak in posture and in pace. The way they move through crowds like they have clearance. I've been studying the fluency for longer than I'll admit, and still every room I enter feels like a minor interference. Cold grid, I keep walking the coordinates. Every street delivers me to somewhere I don't fit. Cold grid, I know the city by its measurements, but measurements don't tell you where you're meant to sit. I follow all the right roads to the wrong conclusions. Cold grid, precise and completely lost in it. The fluorescent lights and parking structures don't ask questions. They just hum the same note regardless of what you're carrying. I stood on level 4 for 40 minutes last Tuesday, watching headlights sweep the ceiling just to feel like something's moving. There is comfort in the systems, in the timetables and signals, in the infrastructure doing what it promised it would do. I press myself against the order of the city when I'm unraveling, because at least the traffic lights keep cycling green to blue. Grid, I keep walking the coordinates. Every street delivers me to somewhere I don't fit. Cold grid, I know the city by its measurements, but measurements don't tell you where you're meant to sit. I follow all the right roads to the wrong conclusions. Cold grid, precise lost in it. I don't need to be found, I need to stop expecting streets to feel like recognition. I don't need to belong, I need to let the grid be just the grid and stop mistaking navigation for knowing where I am inside myself. Cold grid, I keep walking, not waiting anymore for the city to confirm me. I'll confirm myself. The grid was never gonna do that. Drowning in the flashing violet glow, counting all the cars that move too slow. Concrete canyon swallow in the sky. Can't remember how to say goodbye. Every turn is just another wall, waiting for the standing night to fall. Silhouettes are dancing on the glass, watching all my fading memories pass. Lost inside a grid that never ends, walking with the shadows of my friends. Voices echo through the empty street, but I only hear my heartbeat beat. Tell me where the asphalt takes us now. Forget the way to make it out somehow. Sirens calling from a mile away, bleeding in the shades of neon gray. Running through the labyrinth of steel, trying to remember how to feel. Windows staring down like frozen ice, hidden underneath the painted skies. I am just a ghost without a home, drifting through the crowded maze alone. Let the heavy bassline take my breath, in the city that forgets its own name. Lost inside a grid that never ends, walking with the shadows of my friends. Voices echo through the empty street, but I only hear my heartbeat beat. Tell me where the asphalt takes us now. I forgot the way to make it out somehow. Sirens calling from a mile away, bleeding in the shades of neon gray. Just a shadow on the wet concrete, caught up in the rhythm of the street. Never finding where the borders lie. Underneath this everlasting cyber sky. City hums a lullaby that never learned my name. I keep my code button for the reasons I won't say. Sidewalks swallow, footsteps like promises unpaid. Neon stitches scars into corners where I stray. Taxi lights be slow like an empty metronome. I whisper to the asphalt, hope it keeps my song. Glass towers keep their distance from the way I roam. I learned to fold my memories so the night holds on. I trace your handwriting in puddles left by rain. Reflection blinks back something I used to own. Storefront ghost hold photographs that ache and when I pass them by, pretending I'm not coming home. Talk to me in soft tones, don't break the quiet more. Let the city cradle secrets we forgot to keep. We trade small mercies for a half-lit corridor, and sleep in alleyways where old confessions sleep. Lead me down streets that map the ache inside my chest. I've been following fractured lights through this slow parade. Hold my silence like a coin, don't spend it on regrets. Don't ask me to be gentle with the rooms we raised. If the skyline asks for truth, I'll fold it into smoke. We'll trade our shadows for a dawn that might forgive. When the rain eases, maybe then I'll find the road. Until then I'm learning how to breathe and how to live. I stitch my heart into the lining of a tired coat. A map of small rebellions hidden in each seam. When morning peels the city back to ordinary notes, maybe I'll be less afraid to wake from all these dreams. Until daylight knows me, I practice quiet steps, collecting left behind prayers from curbs and train tracks. You can keep the compass if you promise not to lie.